Hey everyone, Duke here, and with Corrupted as the weekly GM this week, today we're going to go over what I consider the three most important parts: the elevator, the ogre room, and the boss room. Starting with the elevator, I like to have two people holding charged balls before activating the start of the room. The first set of adds that come in here will be unshielded, so you can use your grenade to easily clear them out. The second set that comes in will have the immunity shields, so this is where you want to use those two charged balls to break the shields. Work on killing all the enemies, leaving one alive in order to be able to repeat the process for the second set of two spawns. Have one person bait the one remaining enemy around while you get two more charged balls ready, and then kill that last enemy. Once again, the first set of spawns will be unshielded, so use your grenade, or you can drop your charged ball quickly if needed. Just make sure to not use it. When the second spawn comes in, once again throw the balls to break the shields, and defeat all remaining enemies. This strategy is simple but extremely effective, as this elevator area can go south extremely quickly if you're not prepared. Next we have the ogre room. This room will have you going back and forth between dimensions until one boss has been defeated. The strategy we employ is to take out one of the bosses as quickly as possible to stop this constant teleportation, which then makes the area both safer and faster. When you first come up the stairs, look for the single unstoppable spawn, which will either be in the far back left or back right of the room, and melt it with heavy. If you can, try to also take down the boss before the teleport. If you aren't quite able to, just fall back to the stairs and wait to get re-teleported back to the light room to finish off this boss. Once you have killed the boss, go to the room on the right, as this is where you're going to want to set up to protect you from the dark room boss, as well as the shriekers that will now be open. At this point, you won't get teleported anymore, and all the adds in the light room will be despawned after you finish the dark room. All the adds you need to deal with in the dark room will be coming up the single staircase in front of you, which makes them reasonably easy to deal with. There will be a mix of solar shields, void shields, as well as two unstoppable champions. I like to play on the far right side of the room in order to have the ability to back up further if things go south and if I need to. Once all these adds and the two champions are defeated, go ahead and melt this darkroom boss as well. As long as you kill it reasonably quickly, the next set of adds will despawn pretty much right as they spawn. Do note that the shriekers will still be alive though, so you can either kill them, move carefully to the portal, or just have your hunter make you all invisible if you have one. When you run through the portal, make sure to turn around to give yourself some space from the two unstoppables in the next section, as the whole light room will now have no adds as mentioned earlier, and then proceed as normal. Finally, we have the boss room. Your home base will be the platform right before the three main islands where Sadia is. To start, have one player jump forward to spawn the adds, and then run back to help kill the first set of adds. Next, have someone go to grab the ball and throw it to one of the two players still on the home base island. Again, if you have a Void Hunter, they can most easily run to grab this ball without getting sniped by Sadia, but as long as you keep moving, you can dodge her hits. Once everyone is back on the base island, break her shield. Very importantly though, do not do any damage to Sadia here. You'll potentially end up wasting half of your damage phase for later, as well as push her across to the left side of the room, where she's definitely more of a threat. Instead, let the adds spawn, and then let them come to the middle island, and then proceed to take them all down once they are there. Once they've been defeated, run across to the far side of the middle island. Sadia should follow you across here. If you do have a well for added damage, you can absolutely use it here, but your overall goal is to pump as much damage into Sadia as possible, as quickly as possible. It is indeed possible to one-phaser here and just kill her, but it's not very consistent, especially after the fire rate nerf to Storm Chaser. Note that she will teleport directly behind you after a few seconds, so make sure to keep shooting her until her shield comes back and she becomes immune. When you do see her go immune, immediately run back to your home island, and then take down all the adds that just spawned. Keep in mind that Sadia will be to your left side now and can potentially snipe you through this, so try to keep cover between you and her as much as possible. Once all the adds are defeated, you can move back forward to grab the ball and break her shield again. A few seconds after her shield is broken, the portal will open to the second half of the fight, so be ready to go right through the portal. Making your way to the final boss platform is pretty straightforward here. Just take down the enemies and make sure to avoid the flying rocks. At the final boss platform, I'd recommend splitting off left and right to take down the few enemies that spawn as quickly as possible, as well as splitting Sadia's aggro. Once the adds are down, have someone grab the ball in the center and throw it to someone else to charge it. Once her shield is broken, you want to immediately pump as much damage as possible to kill her here. Her shield will often visually come back before she's actually immune, so make sure to keep shooting. If she does actually go immune before you're able to kill her, things can get a bit hairy, but you do have two options, and I would plan for this ahead of time, just in case it does happen. Either A, you can have someone quickly grab and charge another ball to immediately break her shield again to finish off the remainder of her health, or B, you can take down the new set of adds that includes a few solar shielded captains before finishing her off. Personally, I'd recommend trying for option A if at all possible, as the longer you're on this final platform, the more chances there are to potentially get booped off. But I've done it both ways a number of times. The biggest advice I can give is just don't panic, keep moving, keep communicating, and keep focused. Once Sadia is defeated, enjoy your loot and enjoy knowing that the hardest GM of the season has been completed. If you're looking for a team for this or any other GM, I will be doing helps every Wednesday evening for the rest of the season on my stream, so come on by. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.